Welcome to the show that teaches you the things your parents and teachers are too afraid to, the Helios blog. Today, Kevin Samuel's bashes narcissistic modern women. Some things never change.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
I'm about tired of you burly bros coming up here talking shit. We can go there. We can go there. Take your ass home and do that to your man. I'm not that punk you married to.
Indeed. Freaking disaster.
Look at her, still talking.
Beta.
Oh, you know, got the chest tattoo. You know she got the chest tattoo. Yep. Thick girls get better. She came in. Y'all go look on my Instagram story. That's why I put it up there. There she go. Just talking. Disrespectful like a mug. You even trying to hold a reasonable conversation and see a woman like that being like, See, that's the woman who will sit back and get you all amped up. And then we go out there and act out of character, do something crazy. I didn't make you do that. It's called gaslighting, gentlemen. That's why I let her do it. And they'll sit around and blame you. Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac?
Uh-oh.
What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac?
Disaster.
Can you come back so me and my mama and we can be happy? Tupac?
Alpha widow.
Fam, do y'all understand why Will is... I said it last night. Hold on. I said it last night. The other night. Hold on. I said it the other day. We're tired of being pressed with the Smith family mess. And I said it on Monday. I hope it comes out that he was drunk on drugs or something, because then you could kind of see how you could excuse it. But I said, more than anything, what does he need to do? He needs therapy. And that's what you heard today. Will Smith is going to seek therapy now to deal with unresolved issues from his childhood. Well, where did these come from? Oh, we are going there.
Execute Order 66.
Where do these issues come from, y'all? Uh-oh, I'm going there. Oh, can't question Big Mama. Can't question Big Mama. Can't question Lil Mama. Oh, well, wait a minute. He said he felt powerless on watching his mom and dad, such and so forth. Look, I'm not going to touch that part of it, because what I'm going to say is far too many kids, especially when you're a boy, you feel like when your dad ain't around, you're supposed to be everything to a woman. And this is what I see with Will. He's trying to be everything to a woman who didn't ever really want him.
Indeed.
So is he a victim? Somewhat in this case, if you're dealing with a narcissist, which it's not a diagnosis. I'm just saying their tendencies. Look up some of the things that narcissists have, this grandiosity. They believe they're special. And one of the most troubling things about narcissists is when they're involved with somebody with a relationship, they target people that allow them narcissistic supply. They keep them fed. And you notice when somebody's dealing with a narcissist, because they keep giving up. There are no boundaries with a narcissist, to the point to where you can be a guy like Will Smith, and end up being in an open marriage and trying to act like you're okay with it, to the point to where
Freaking disaster.
your woman can be on Red Table Talk talking about Will's talking. He can say something about the transgression or whatever. She said, I don't see it as a transgression at all.
My.
I see it was a good experience. I'm like, that's some narcissistic shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And why is this important?
Crazy.
Because narcissists never change. I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but I'm saying smells kind of narcissistic. All about you. And you see this man is dying in front of the world, and that's actually my concern. I was concerned that if we don't get some therapy, that this dude's gonna take matters into his own hands. I talked about this on Instagram, that modern men, stop letting your woman steal your shine. Today, so many modern women want to upstage their men.
Yep.
They gotta be on stage with you and upstaging you. Gentlemen, if you're with a woman who's always trying to steal your shine, be in your spotlight, be in your shot, get rid of her.
Yep.
Better to be by yourself than a woman that's always in your sunshine.
Yeah, like, she wants to be the boss. She wants to be the queen. She wants to be in charge. She wants to be in command. No, that's my job. If you're going to take my job, I'm not interested.
You are bigger than her for a reason, so she can be cool in your shadow. And if it's her turn to do something, she should still honor you too. I'm not going to even lie. Come on now.
Yep.
Gaslighting.
That's right.
Gaslighting is a way of crafting, making somebody feel like they're crazy. I mean, you think about when you walk up to somebody and talk about, we don't want this open relationship, but hey, we're going to have a higher expression of love and all this other bullshit. If you ask me, she sold this to Will. If you've ever been around a narcissist and the control they have over people, she made sound, I'm not going to say her because I can't prove that, but it's not uncommon for you to think that, hey, Will, let's be in this open relationship and you can do what you want to and come and go as you want. And it'll benefit you more because you're Will and, you got thousands and thousands. If I do it, I'm not Will, knowing that she's already doing what she says she's going to do.
Indeed.
And you thinking, ooh, I'm going to get some free coochie. Nah, man, she already banging Mark Anthony. Can you imagine walking in your house and what were Mark Anthony's songs back in the 90s? I need to know. Oh, what was Mark Anthony's song? Give me some Mark Anthony song, somebody. Can you imagine being with some woman that is in your head enough that will make you go crazy? Modern women are driving men crazy. Why do you think this show is so popular?
It's not by accident. That's
why.
Sure.
Why do we think this show is so popular? I need to know. I need to know. Will Smith's like, I need to know. Mark Anthony's like, I need to know too, Will. I mean, come on. This man why is this so important? Why is the world talking about this? Because it gives us a chance to talk about modern relationships and how that you can be one of the most famous, most sought after A-list celebrities in the world.
Yep.
Arguably have one of the best reputations any mortal man has ever had on any continent, internationally beloved man. And he can't even get any peace in his own home.
That's insanity.
Protecting his wife. Look at how he said, I feel like I gotta protect all these black women. That's that cape. That's why I say, guys, you better stop trying to protect everybody and protect yourself. Because where is this going to end? He is being used up. And no women are stepping in saying, Will, you've done enough. let us do for you. No, they're saying, yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing this for Jada so we'll feel better about ourselves. I have not heard one woman sit back and say, Will has done enough. And now the other side of the story is coming out. That Will just attacked a man who has issues from being bullied. And Will just bullied somebody. On whose behalf? The potentially narcissistic puppet master. You don't think that she know, a narcissist, not that I'm saying she is one, but narcissists know how to push their victims' buttons. Narcissists can do with a word or a glance what novelists can't put into words. If you've ever been around somebody if you ever been around a man who had a narcissistic mate or girlfriend, and she could look at him in a certain way, and all of a sudden he would just snap. Come on now, anybody ever seen this before? Slow the chat room down. The chat room is already slowed down. Anybody ever seen this? A narcissist and what they will do? The impact they can have on somebody. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had a best friend, a good friend when I was in my 20s. And the impact the women that he would have on him, this dude would be willing to risk his whole freaking neck over a woman who kind of liked him.
Yeah, that's again, men are what's it called? Conditioned to sacrifice themselves like this. In at least, certainly in 2024, certainly.
And that's the funny thing. It would be different if modern women, if Jada Pinkett Smith is an avatar for modern women, Will Smith is an avatar for the danger modern men having in dealing with modern women. You become an exhaustible resource that you will be used up until you break.
Yep.
And then you'll be discarded because you were never their first pick.
Indeed.
And there's only one way that men who are dealing with such women need to do. You got to get away from them.
Get away. Yep.
There is no therapy that fixes this, not en masse, because it ain't about you. It's about something going on with them. And you can usually see this woman and her relationship with her mother is chaotic. They look more like friends than they are mother-daughter. Oh, I'm going there. You deal with a woman who moves this way. I've seen this so many times in my life, it's not even funny. This is what I was talking about on Friday. The daughters fear the mothers. They're more like sisters. But this is the boy that gets created in this environment. His manhood is never affirmed. He's always trying to overcome and trying to be a man at 9 years old. When's somebody gonna sit down and tell the little boy Will Smith, you've done enough? You've done enough. When does he get the masculine respect that women keep telling men they get? I could be in my feminine if X, Y, and Z. Well, if Will Smith can't get it, why do you think men should believe y'all? If Will Smith, $20 million a picture Will Smith, somebody Google Will Smith's net worth. Will Smith, if Will Smith can't get it, why do you think men en masse believe they're going to get it? Anybody? Will Smith's net worth? Will Smith. Will Smith's approximate net worth. $350 million. He ain't broke.
That's for sure.
Kanye out of there. Pete Davidson. What you get when you get a woman who always wants the spotlight, even though Kim did, drop a bag on Kanye, and Kanye got his own issues. Come on, man. Why is this stuff important? Because now we get to talk about mental health and relationships. Dealing with somebody who always wants the spotlight, Aisha Curry.
My Lord. That girl's a disaster too.
Jealous of your man. Always trying to wait until his star declines so you can get in his shine. Making you feel like you crazy because you don't want your wife taking booty pictures on Instagram to the point to where she should be able to get men sliding in her DM. Come on, man, we can come at this any other kind of way. And will convince you to allow them to do bad things and make it sound like it's a good thing for you guys. You know why? So you can excuse their bad behavior. And then you do it because you think, well, that'll show her I love her. That'll show her. And all you do is walk away feeling guilty because you've given permission for her to go sleep with another man.
Indeed.
Do bad things, whatever it is, and you've given your permission where you said, yes, better to be alone, gentlemen, than to deal with a modern woman. I'm going to say something that's going to be really controversial now. Hold on. As much as I'm a proponent for nuclear families, do you guys not notice the amount of men, especially men with money, who are choosing just to make babies out of wedlock and paying child support? Why do you think that is? One, because you can only be responsible for 17%. They can't get their hands on the other 80% of your income. Number one. Number two, you got to live with that woman. Think about what we're talking about. That men who want to be fathers are choosing to be baby daddies. The more money and more resources they get, because the modern woman in many ways can be too problematic. But whoa. But when I say something like that though, I get labeled as a misogynist. You're a misogynist. You hate your mom. Really? Really?
He loves his mom. That's why he's
Black
saying
men, let me
this.
talk to y'all in particular. You know, one of the reasons we fall victim to this in more spectacular ways than most men, because we have an over-reverence for women in our community. We're still trying to make up for the sins of our fathers and still trying to overcome all the bad programming we've had from the women in our community about the overall black male image. Your daddy wasn't this, or even if it's not particularly your father, how do you hear women around you talking about men? And then you, a little boy growing up to be that man, you're trying to prove that you're not that boy.
Indeed.
You want to do something different. You don't want to have any. You don't want more Will Smiths growing up to becoming the tippy top of his profession, and being and then exploding. We have to start affirming men. Ladies, lovely ladies. Shout out Dennis Sperling. I got one simple question. What kind of world do you want? Do you want a world of weak, snowflake, sensitive men?
I mean, whether they want it or not, that's the world they created.
How do you win? Shout out to Jordan Peterson. He made the point when he was talking to Kathy Newman that there is intense pleasure in temporary domination. This is why people do it. But it is a suboptimal solution.
Indeed.
A lot of women are sitting around, I wish I had a man like Will Smith, or wish I had a man like what people believe Russell Wilson is. But is that an optimal solution? What kind of men are those in the eyes of other men? And the answer is, they don't care. The answer is they don't care what kind of men those men are in the eyes of other men. All they care about is themselves.
Indeed.
This is why I said last night on Instagram, women need to stop talking about what men should do when it comes to confrontation and violence, because women do not understand male violence.
No, they do not.
You don't understand male violence. 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 And go watch that video last night, how I sat back and told women that y'all just don't get it. They just don't get it. And they will say they do. They will say they do. And I'm like, no, you really don't. Why don't you understand? Because you don't have to deal with the consequence of that violence. Oh, but Kevin, it was just a slap. It was just a slap. Okay. It was just a slap. That's on my story. I don't feel like putting it up here, but go watch the slap championships and watch people get knocked the French toast out on a simple slap. Because men can deliver deadly violence to another human being through just our hands. Women cannot generate that kind of force. Not the average female. Not even Big Shirley. Big girl getting better. Shirley. Oh my God, she did it. Oh, women in general cannot deliver deadly force. How do we stop this? Well, we have to stop incentivizing women's selfishness. Because everything that we talk, so many things that we talk about on this channel, when it gets right down to it, the incentives are on women's side to act in their own best interest. And human beings act selfishly. Human beings act on incentives. If you have a family court system that incentivizes broken families to where a woman can get the child, resources, and shout out to vagina money, which is payments on a vagina you no longer have access to through alimony. What do you think we're going to get? We're going to get a society where men are saying, well, only in circumstances where I'm a high value man and I have many other forms of leverage over my woman, is it wise for me to even risk marrying a woman? Women don't understand that we are cost benefit calculators.
Indeed. And
a modern woman puts all of that in jeopardy.
Yep.
Again, Will Smith's carefully crafted image for the better part of 30 years on the night where he was to win, Will Smith was enshrined next to Sidney Poitier. We lost Sidney Poitier last year, first man to win a Best Actor Oscar. That club is even smaller than former presidents.
Yeah, exactly.
What black men have won Oscars for Best Actor? Denzel Washington, Sidney Poitier, I believe Morgan Freeman has won what is not Best Actor, so Best Supporting Actor. Did Jamie Foxx win for Ray? Because I believe he was up for Ray and Collateral. I actually thought he should won both categories that year. It's a very small club of black men winning Best Oscar for Best Actor. Extremely small club. Successful TV career. Successful movie career. Everything the golden boy touched turned to gold. Even Barack Obama is looking at him saying, I thought I crafted my image well. Damn well. You know, Barack Obama and Will Smith be exchanging notes. Be like, well, yeah. And we both married black women. While Carlton, yeah, and you can say what you want to, Carlton don't have these problems. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Man, hit the super chat, man. Y'all tripping. Come on, man. Hit the super chat. We got 22,000 people in here watching. We're going to open it up because I want to get the women's opinion on how modern women are driving men crazy. And it's like they get off on driving men crazy. Let's talk about this. How many times has the question been asked, are these women getting wet watching men lose their mind? Yes. Women get excited watching men destroy themselves for their enjoyment.
Indeed.
Don't be a fool. Do not be a fool and destroy yourself so she can get tingly.
That's what they do. Alright, guys. Let's end the video there. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all for notifications, drop me a donation. Like Hunter M, Adrian L, Tom and Bobby, Dylan, Restaurant Press, Andrew and Alan. Shout out to you, most recent purchaser of Strategist Guide to Seduction. You can buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. I have early access content on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/theheliosblog. If you'd like me to give you good advice like the Godfather himself, just message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com. I'll slot you right into my coaching services. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.